To be notified of videos from this channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Savant Life, and on this episode we're going to be talking about a topic that has been requested several times in the comment section. So without any further ado, let's cut right to the chase and get started. So you see, a couple of months back I made a ride and review video of both the KTM Duke 390 as well as the Duke 250, and they got a tremendous response. In fact, I was blown away by how many people saw those videos and how many people wrote in with their questions and comments and just general appreciation. So one of the things that I did after that video was I made a detailed, comprehensive video talking about the 5 things that people should absolutely know before they decide to buy the Duke 390, and this was something that was requested by a lot of people. So I said, you know what, this is the way the channel works. You ask, I treat your wish as my command, and I go ahead and make these things happen. However, the one small twist is this video is not about the 5 drawbacks or the 5 things that you should know about the Duke 250. This is a video about the 5 questions that you should ask yourself in order to determine if the Duke 250 is the bike that you should be buying. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Question number 1, and perhaps the most important one: do you have a Duke 200? And if the answer to that question is a yes, then don't even think about upgrading to the Duke 250. Because don't get me wrong, the Duke 250 is a good bike, but so is the Duke 200. And if you have already experienced the pulsating power that it has to offer, then the Duke 250 is not really going to set your world on fire. Everything, including the power, the speed, the looks, is marginally better, but it is not significantly so enough to merit an upgrade. Think of it this way: if you're already living in a 2-bedroom house, then moving to a 2.5-bedroom house isn't going to change your life significantly. Unless, of course, you're living in Mumbai, then like they say, "Bro, tera to pura akha life badal gaya, bro." Question number 2. Are you a KTM fan, and have you always wanted to own one of their absolutely manic machines? If the answer to that is a yes, then the KTM Duke 250 is a great way to get started. What nobody, including KTM, will tell you is that the Duke 250 is really the new starting bike of the KTM lineup in India. The only reason KTM still continues to sell the Duke 200 is because they don't want to leave any money on the table for those who can't afford to go beyond the price point, and that, of course, is a very smart business decision. Moving from any 100 to 150cc bike to this gorgeous orange monster that you can flick around in traffic like you're holding a joystick is going to be an absolute delight. If you're new to that quintessential KTM experience, you will not know what it feels like unless you swing a leg over one of those hypercharged monsters, and the KTM Duke 250 is a great curtain jerker into the Austrian bike makers family. Question number 3. Are the looks and modernity of a bike really important to you? Now, this is a question that is more about you and less about the Duke 250. There are some people who really put a premium on the looks of a bike because they really want to stand out from the crowd. When they put on a helmet and wear those riding gloves and course through the street, they want to make sure that they have a bike that very few people have. And if you belong in that category, then the KTM Duke 250 was made for someone like you. It has a great sleek design, and it comes with that beautiful headlight assembly. And no, before you ask, you cannot retrofit the headlight of the Duke 390 onto its younger sibling. However, it is the only bike in the entire KTM lineup right now which comes in 2 different colors, orange and black and white and orange, and you can choose whichever one you think will set your heart racing. Now, the bike does not come with ABS unlike the Duke 390, but it still has a slipper clutch and plenty of other bells and whistles that should keep you happy and help you in packing quite the punch on the road. Question number 4. Do you have a flexible budget? Now, the lower end of the spectrum, you have the NS200 and the RS200, which are clearly great value for money offerings. And on the higher spectrum, you have the Duke 390, which is an absolute beauty of a bike and is well worth the hefty price tag that it carries. However, right in the middle somewhere is the Duke 250, which undoubtedly for a 250cc bike comes with a hefty price tag. Especially if you're living in Bangalore, the bike can cost you close to 2.05 lakhs on road, which is definitely on the higher side for a 250cc bike when you have the Yamaha FZ available for about 1.4 lakhs on road and a similar pricing for the Dominar as well. And that is where question number 2 becomes so important all over again. You need to really sit down and ask yourself, are you a KTM super fan? And if you truly are, then you would not mind one bit loosening your purse strings in order to get yourself a bike that is ready to race. And last but not the least, question number 5. Are you an experienced rider? While the Duke 390 is considered to be a starter bike in most European countries and in the West, it is some kind of a mythical monster on the roads of India. The reason for this is it has such great power, and pushing a bike around on the crazy and chaotic Indian roads is nothing short of tricky. So it is very heartening to know that the Duke 390 comes with ABS, and it offers actually multiple different options within that. And when I test rode it, I got the feeling that the bike was very reliable when it came to braking and would stop exactly when you would want it to. However, the same cannot be said of the Duke 250. While the bike is really powerful and offers a lot of excitement, I did not feel that the braking was that sure, and this is a complaint that is shared by a number of other people as well. Especially with ABS not being available even as an option, I think it was imperative for KTM to provide the right kind of braking in order to complement all of that untapped power that it has to offer. And in that department, I unfortunately have to say the Duke 250 does not necessarily live up to expectations. While this is certainly a problem, it does not have to be a deal breaker, because if you're an experienced rider who knows just when to push the bike and when to rein in, you will be just fine. If you're a new rider who still wants to go in for the Duke 250, then you might want to make sure that you really spend some time getting familiar with the bike and understand its whims and fancies before you decide to push it to the absolute limits. I personally believe that all bikes 250cc and above should come with ABS as stock, especially in a country like India. But we don't have that option as of right now, and until we do, I guess we'll just have to rely upon good old-fashioned experience and skill. To summarize once again, if you have never had a Duke before and you're looking to get your feet wet but don't just want to jump into the deep end with the Duke 390, if you value the looks and the design of a bike, if you want power and you know just how to handle it, and if you have the money to pay a premium for that entire experience, the Duke 250 2017 is sure to bring a smile to your face. Alright, so that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, then do hit that like button, give it a big thumbs up, and if there are any questions that I can help you out with, make sure you drop them in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If this is your first time around at the Savant Life, then be sure to hit that subscribe button because it only takes a second, and also click on the bell icon so that you can be notified when I put out more new videos. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here now. Thank you so much once again for watching, and as always, take care, ride safe, and have fun. Ciao.